Lincoln Financial Field. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First give of the game for the LSU product. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Set, go!
Another carry for him. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ready, set, go!
Back-to-back carries here. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. Here's a throw. He's got a man left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go!
First down, he'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On first down, they'll run. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Play fake here, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. This complete to Colt. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Buying some time left. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Vikings.
They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On the jump.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now looking to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Sack.
Brown on the inside give. And they bring him down. He managed to get a couple across the 35 to the 36. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Plowing up the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Working quickly here.
First down.
Cowboy 80.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure, Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
60 Hut.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set, go.
Setting up a throw. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one gains 7, and that gives them 1st and goal.
Go, check. Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Ready. Bronco switch. Check go.
Running for it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal from the 2.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll try it right with Brown. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Commanders with a long ways to go for a score. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Here he is on 3rd and long. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll only have time for 1 play before halftime. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick-6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Check up.
Daniels back to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Throw left side, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and short, Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Go!
They'll run it with Robinson. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Right up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Back to the well again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
19 Lion. Chap 60, chap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hup.
He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Go. Set. Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's 4th down.
Rocco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Hurt. Dragon 60. Ready.
And you're going for this. To the right, and intercepted! Mike Sandra still makes the play! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Ready.
From the 29. It is Cup, left side. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet to the set. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Let's go.
Again, Daniels to the air. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here's Daniels. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 48. Taken in by Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Daniels from the pistol. He's got Khalil Shakir. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of the gun, Daniels. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
From the 42. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. It's across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a...
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Cougar 19, 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Trying the right side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Go!
Now we're on the counter. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Viking 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Trying to throw here on 4th. They left him wide open. It's complete. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles moments away from a 2-0 start. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Come 19. Come 19. Let's go now.
Back to throw now. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And all he needed was one more stride. He's out at the 2-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Ready up.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
Go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still a full 10 yards ahead of him. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Set go.
Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Daniels off the play action. Culp with a catch. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Here we go. Set.
Play fake here, Daniels. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Keely Ringo kicks it off. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set, hut.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So beneath the chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.